Errol Spence clowns Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia responds with a sick note, a doctor's note. We're going to talk about that. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, this is breaking news, and I'm recording a video. If you enjoy content like this, throw a like on the video. Now, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know exactly what prompted Errol Spence to post this. He did post a picture of him hugging Lamont Peterson, and he said, I got a lot of respect for this guy. But if you look at his story before that, he posted a picture, this meme, and it says, picking up my youngest son from school, LOL. And it was this meme and graphic of him holding Mikey Garcia's hand. You know, very harmless. You know, I don't know what prompted this. Maybe Mikey Garcia said something in an interview recently and Errol Spence didn't like it, so he responded. I don't know. So I don't really know what, because this fight it's an older fight, right? And I don't know what prompted for this exchange. But Mikey Garcia clearly seen this or was tagged in it and has now responded with the doctor's note. This is his verified page, as you guys will be able to see on the screen, evident by the blue check mark. And he responds with the doctor's note, right? And we'll expand this out for you guys. What is that? Hold on. I just seen Errol Spence's response. Okay, so he says, Mikey says this, no excuses, but just an FYI. A win over a sick lightweight shouldn't be your biggest victory. And Errol Spence, he posted a glass of milk. I'm not sure what that means, unless he's calling him a baby or something. And then he posted this. It says urgent care, Dallas, Miguel Garcia, date of service, 3/13. Race is white. I don't know. So Mikey's white? I don't know about that. I don't know. I guess it's an ethnicity in a whatever. Your reason for visiting. The patient presents with the chief complaint of constant sore throat of the neck. Tuesday, March 12th. It has following quantity, difficulty swallowing. The patient describes severity as moderate. Patient also reports the chills, congestion, fever, mouth pain, and difficulty swallowing as abnormal symptoms related to the complaint. Your vital signs, blah, blah, blah. Temperature 101.9. Your social history includes tobacco use. He denies, yada, yada, yada. So that's basically it. Mikey Garcia says Errol's best win is a sick lightweight. To me, I gotta be honest with y'all. Mikey's a terrific fighter, but this is a huge L. For starters, if you lose in the fashion that Mikey Garcia lost to Errol Spence, you kind of just have to hold the L. Beyond that, I don't know, again, as I said in the beginning of this video, I'm not sure what prompted Errol Spence to post that meme and poke fun, but you kind of have to just hold that L. Beyond that, the thing that's really weird is Mikey just lost to a guy named Sandor, Sandor, right? So Errol Spence beating you in 2019, is that really the biggest focus? You get what I'm saying? You just lost to a guy named Sandor Martin that nobody even heard of. So for him to come out with this claim and doctor's note 2 years after the fact, that's just really weird. And I think there's other things that he should be concerned with his career. And that's like his most recent loss. Errol already beat you, whether you have a doctor's note won't save you from that. Now he says he's moving down in weight, going to 140. It was Mikey's insistence. His own brother, his own trainer, Roberto Garcia, and his dad, Big G, told Mikey, don't mess with Errol Spence. I don't like that fight for you. I think they even try to steer him to make lightweight 135 and 140, and there's great options. Now you see guys like Devin Haney's at lightweight, Ryan Garcia's there, Teofimo, Tank Davis. You see all these great fights that if Mikey stayed in or around 135, 140, maybe some of these fights could have happened, but he was insistent on fighting Errol Spence. So whether you were sick now or whatever you're claiming now, I mean, you kind of have to swallow that, because Mikey was the one that was like, I see something. And then we all seen something. We seen Errol Spence with a killer jab and outbox you. So, you know, it's weird that he's coming out with this. And I get that it was prompted maybe by the Errol Spence meme. But again, sometimes you got to just hold that L. That's what I feel. And when it's a black fighter, right, like Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, and he said something was up with his water, he felt like a zombie. Some people said he said his suit was too heavy, etc. People ragged on Deontay Wilder and says he's making nothing but excuses. But Mikey Garcia says, and I'll highlight it in green, no excuses, but, and then he makes an excuse by showing this urgent care. None of that matters. You know what I mean? You lost. And I can't wait to see what old media and how they, if they even address this story with Mikey Garcia, because I distinctly remember, as I was saying, when Wilder was perceived as making excuses, that's all we heard about. You know, Tyson Fury kept bringing it up. Old media kept bringing it up, saying, oh, Wilder's a crybaby. All he does is make excuses. So what is this from Mikey Garcia 2 years after the fact, and after a more shameful loss, just because the Sandor Martin loss is a guy that no one's really heard of. Losing to Errol is not a bad thing, you know? And now he's coming out with this doctor's note that nobody knew about and saying he was sick. I mean, it's just crazy. But anytime, like Wilder, they say he broke his hand in the last Fury fight. Then people say, oh, you're making excuses. This is such an excuse. So what is this from Mikey Garcia? So I don't really prefer it. You know, Mikey's his own man. He can do whatever he wants. I'm just giving you my honest take and my honest opinion and assessment. It's a bad look. It's really a bad look because, one, it doesn't change anything. Two, nobody needed to know that. And three, you were the one that said you can beat him. I see something. I see something. So if you ballooned, if he had difficulty swallowing, these could be signs of a weight drain. So if he didn't manage his weight and then his weight cut was too supreme, you know, then maybe that's what got you sick or whatever the case may be. But for you to try to respond to Errol Spence's meme and say, hey, your best win was a sick version of me, and I'm, you know, I don't really see the logic in it. You guys let me know in the comment section if you can relate to it. But I personally think it's a bad look. And then he's saying your best win is a blown up lightweight. So this is the game we're playing. Now Mikey's masquerading as a lightweight, because his fight before, although he did fight at lightweight with Robert Easter and then he moved up to 2 divisions, we can't front and act like he wasn't fighting at 140 versus Sergey Lipinets and Adrian Broner. So he's not really a lightweight, but now for, I guess, sympathy or something, he said in the caption that your best win is a sick lightweight. Not to make excuses, but so to me, this is in poor taste for Mikey Garcia to respond in this way. He says your best win is over a sick lightweight. Again, if you're so sick, you pull out the fight, you know, pull out. If this is your career, this was your O, you were undefeated, pull out, postpone the fight. If you're that sick to the point you can't compete. But I never really like seeing this from fighters when, if you were so sick, then you got to pull out. If you were so injured, you got to pull out, you know, get the fight postponed or whatever you got to do. Or if you make the decision to go in there sick or injured, then it is what it is. Fair game. You signed up for it. You signed a contract. You certified to the medical team and the commission that you would be fit for competition, and they didn't find anything excessively wrong with you, like brain hemorrhaging or swelling or a bad CAT scan or whatever. So it's fair game. You know, if you lost, you lost. It is what it is. But the other thing that's weird about this, he says your best win is over a sick lightweight. But Errol Spence has wins over Kell Brook, Danny Garcia, and also he has a win over Sean Porter, who's about to fight Terrence Crawford in a big fight. So I don't know where he's getting that. Like, Errol Spence has a lot of quality wins, right? And those guys are all, Kell Brook was a big welterweight. Sean Porter's in another welterweight title fight this month, the end of this month, with Terrence Bud Crawford, which should be a great fight. And then he also fought Danny Garcia, which is a great fight. And people wanted to see Danny Garcia versus Mikey Garcia. So I really don't understand the logic in Mikey Garcia's post on his verified page. That's me. I explain why. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. I drop the illest content in all of boxing. You dig? And I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.